AITA for telling my stepmom she has no rights to my baby? This was a fight I had with my dad and stepmom, but my stepmom mostly. I'm 17. I live with my boyfriend's family and we have a baby together. I moved out because my stepmom was being overbearing and trying to convince me to let her take on an old-school grandma role, where she watches my baby while my boyfriend and I go to school and work. She said she never got to be a mom, but she could be an awesome full-time grandma. I said no, and she told me I had to let her be grandma because she's the one who can be physically here. I said I didn't technically need to do anything, and she sounded like she was looking to make up for the fact she never got to win the mom title from me, but wanted to be an almost mom with her full-time grandma crap. My dad told me she would be grandma though, and I said I would prioritize my baby knowing about my mom, telling them stories and sharing my memories of her. At the time we weren't aware we were having a boy. That my stepmom would not be a priority for me. My stepmom started crying there and then and left. My dad told me it was cruel to make her feel unwanted and unimportant. It's months later and I'm settled at my boyfriend's parents' house. They've been great. We do the majority of child duties, but they help out some. My boyfriend and I both go to school remotely and will for the rest of the year, which works great for us. But my stepmom is still desperate to get time with my baby and wants to be the full-time grandma. Still. The other week she called and offered to take him from 8 to 7 each day to give me time to focus on other stuff. I said no. She told me she has rights as a grandmother. I said she has no rights to my baby, which upset her even more. AITA? For context on our bad relationship. When my mom was sick and in the hospital, she insisted on going into her room with and asking her to stop visits with me because she didn't think it was healthy for an 11-year-old to be visiting a terminally ill parent. Then she was the reason I wasn't there when my mom died. NTA. To be a grandmom is a privilege, not a right. You and BF, and maybe his parents, decide what's best for your little one. And if you think your stepmom isn't the best, so be it. Because you grew up with her and knows her better than we, the Reddit user. Yikes. Her saying that she has rights sets off all the alarm bells. There is such a thing as grandparent rights, but what is scaring me is more that she's giving off the vibes of someone who so desperately wanted to be a mom that she could do scary things. Do not let her watch your son unsupervised. Check with a lawyer about what her rights could be in your state. Mo has nothing for step-grandparents, but not all states have this clearly defined. You'll want to know what the law is and how to make sure she can't force visitation. And if you ever choose to have a daycare, make the list of approved pickup be only you and your boyfriend, and check in regularly to make certain that they know that hasn't changed, and see if anyone else has made an attempt. Hopefully. This is all nothing. But Reddit has taught me way too frequently to trust the red flags. NTA. NTA. She wants your kid for like half the day. She doesn't want to be a grandma, she wants to be a mom. NTA. She's weirdly obsessed with your child. She also doesn't have any rights to your child. NTA. You should probably go and see with your stepmother and father. It sounds like she is desperate to be a mother. You are very young and I could see her trying to use that against you by trying to take custody of your child. If you give them an opportunity to babysit or keep your child for any length of time, I could see them trying to manipulate the situation to make it appear that you are somehow neglecting your child. They could try to argue that you and your boyfriend don't have enough money or the resources to take care of a child and that it would be better off with them I could see them trying to use any mistake you make as a parent against you. Hopefully they wouldn't be successful, but why even expose yourself to that possibility? Your father seems more concerned with your stepmother's feeling, and I find it concerning that she seems so insistent on watching your child for 7 to 8 hours a day. NTA. You're the parent. You get to decide who your child spends time with, and that includes family. It sounds like you and your boyfriend are able to handle childcare on your own, even on top of other life stuff. And you're already getting help from his parents. Sucks to suck, but she doesn't have any rights around your child. NTA. She's pushing too hard and being weird about it. NTA. I really wanted to call this knob because everyone is entitled to their feelings. But stepmom has been told repeatedly that you don't consider her to be a grandmother to your child. And she's still pushing. The moment she claimed grandparents' rights, she stepped directly into AITA territory. At this point, you should never let her be around your child. You don't want to give her any ability to claim she has established a bond with your child. NTA. She sounds like she is really fixating on being the full-time caregiver to your baby and having her time as a mom. I can totally understand how that would make you feel uncomfortable. She needs to back off and offer support, not to come in and take over completely. You are right though. She has no right to your child. NTA. Just because your father married her does not mean that you have any obligation to her as a person. She clearly expects to just be awarded your love and respect, as well as your baby's, when that is something that needs to be earned, which you have made clear that she has not. Her obsession with being around your child makes me nervous, and I definitely wouldn't trust her alone with him, especially not for the 11 hours she's offering. Listen to your gut. Tell her it's your child. Your rules. She has absolutely zero rights. She has privileges, which can and will be fully revoked if she carries on. Same to your dad if he's going to continue supporting her BS. NTA. ETA. Keep records of any harassment from them regarding access to your child. Dates. Times. What was said. Screenshots of any texts, emails, voicemail recordings, if acceptable, where you live, etc., in case they decide to try and escalate matters. NTA. It's definitely better to go no contact with people that have a severe case of baby rabies. And anyone that said they have rights to my child would never see that child. I would double-check the laws where you are to make sure she doesn't have a case. There are places that are way too grandparent-friendly. NTA. But when your child is old enough to go to school, alert the teachers and principal that she cannot take him. She might show up and pick him up from school, then refuse to bring him back until she feels like it. NTA. Your stepmom is being sketch. Like other people have said, she could be trying to snatch up custody because of your age or financial standing. NTA. She has zero rights because she isn't even your mom. She is just the woman that your dad married. If she really wanted to help, then she wouldn't be doing it this way. NTA. The second she pulled the "I have rights" card, she lost any right to get upset about what happened next. 11 hours? That's insane. For me, the time she's saying literally includes all 3 meals I eat in a day. Tell her to become a foster mom or something. NTA. WTF, she wants to take your kid for 11 hours a day? Nop. NTA. Your stepmom is trying to relentlessly force herself into a position that she is not wanted or needed in. Yes. Your decision may hurt her feelings, but it's not about her. For whatever reason, she seemed to be desperately trying to replace your biological mom to the point of manipulating with tears and a tantrum. NTA at all. You set the boundaries with your child, and great job having the courage to stand your ground.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.